number 2.
It's going to be a really good matchup. And I do hope that we get to a game number 3. Just because of how good the two coaches are drafting. I mean, just for game number 2, that's what I can say. It makes for an interesting draft, and I kind of want to see more. But at the same time, obviously, AP Bren would want to close this out 2-0. The way that they drafted this is to win the lanes, right? So you have the Lapu-Lapu, which is a hero that rarely loses lane. Really good in that regard. Going up against the Benedetta, I think that if you go damage build on Banana, you're going to have a better time against the Lapu-Lapu because of the trading potential that you have. Just have to be careful not to get hit with by skill 1 and skill 2 of this Flapteasy Lapu-Lapu.
Yeah, and Brusco taking some heavy hits nice and early. Going to force him to recall back to the base. Rrq Hoshi starting to try and be a little bit more aggressive. May look a little bit more promising the game number 1 on the bot side. Banana very comfortable over here on this Benedetta, forcing Kyle Teasy to the bot side to stop him from taking down Flapteasy on the 1v1 engagement.
Yeah. Gotta be Banana, just, you know. There's always that thing where you say that Banana is a one-trick kind of player, but man, every time you watch his Benedetta and the way that he plays it, you're always amazed. You can see even Flapteasy on the Yuzhong, the Lapu-Lapu, I mean, is struggling against Banana's Benedetta.
Yeah, speaking of struggling, big terrifying the way. Brusco will be able to find one. Takes on Ogwin. A little different of a start than we've seen in game number 1. This time, we're able to see Rrq Hoshi take the first kill as we do kind of pan over for a quick second. They are leading. That was first blood and now up by about 500 gold.
Yeah. Good movements. Taking advantage of the Fredrin Minotaur wall that they can have, moving wall that they have with the Vexana from behind. It's like a war strategy from Rrq Hoshi where they're slowly sieging AP Bren with these big boys in front line, and AP Bren couldn't do anything about it. Even in this turtle take, you can see that it's difficult for them, and Octa is just outputting so much damage from behind. He's free to do it.
Yeah, a lot of damage. Irad will be able to claim that turtle. Rrq Hoshi, this is what we're talking about. This is the Rrq Hoshi we've seen in Group Stage A and in the quarterfinals. Now, leading the way in the early game, AP Bren on the backside of things this time around. Now, I would say Banana definitely opening up a lot of opportunity. Running on the Benedetta, a comfort pick, a staple pick inside of his hands. It definitely makes the difference in the early phase of the game, and it's something that Rrq Hoshi is leaning on. Now, for AP Bren, I mean, they're still looking pretty promising. We like the Brody pickup, right? It's really good up against the up and close and personal heroes. Even the Benedetta, if she decides to rush in, it could be a possible problem. But so far, Rrq Hoshi, with the slight lead, looks like they've been able to find their tempo since game 1.
Oh, yeah. And even Skylar is leading when it comes to the EXP going up against Super Marco, if I'm seeing this correctly. But there was a time where Skylar was level 5 and Super Marco was level 4. Super Marco had to go back to base, and this is looking really well for Rrq Hoshi. All of the lanes are going in their favor, and all of the core heroes from Rrq Hoshi are getting the farm over their designated matchup. So that's definitely a good sign. 3 minutes, 38 seconds to get the Feather of Heaven. Great timing for Skylar.
Yeah, and Super Marco going to go ahead and pick up that Blade of Heptaseas for some great initial burst damage. Brusco trying to find an opportunity for the side of Rrq Hoshi. It looks like they're going to go in for a possible pick-off. Rushing straight in a few, but he may be able to make his way into that tier 2 turret. Irad, thirsty for the kill, but not able to close the distance for the setup.
Irad with just the pokes. I mean, look at him having the freedom to do this because of Brusco's protection.
Yeah, big wild charge, guarding his barrier.
Oh, wow.
Dropping down from Ogwin, trapping Brusco and Octa from escaping. It's a good thing AP Bren did not decide to engage on that, because that was a good setup to kind of zone them away from escaping.
Yeah. Great plays coming up from Rrq Hoshi. You can see that without the wild charge, AP Bren might not be thinking about taking the turtle, actually. Maybe they just go for pickoffs. But in comes the turtle fight.
Yeah, sitting at about 75% HP. Irad on it over here with the Fredrin, being a little bit of a bully, not afraid to take the fight up close and personal. Rushes into Ogwin for the setup. Flapteasy zoned out from Brusco. Rrq Hoshi, total control of the jungle and turtle pit so far, even extending into the purple buff, but Irad may be a little too close if they decide to engage. Big Manoa Fury, triple knockup onto AP Bren. Brusco with the setup, forcing out the electrifying blow and the nether realm coming alive from Few as both teams still fighting it out over this turtle. Neither side able to find the advantage they were looking for.
When Kyle is low and Irad is half HP but does have the sustain from the as a Fredrin, and they're trying to buzz from this turtle. Who takes it though?
Ooh, it looks like Octa will get the steal for Rrq Hoshi. Brusco will fall, though. Super Marco finding his first kill of the game. That will go into the hands of AP Bren, but they lose the neutral objective. A 1,000 gold lead for Rrq Hoshi.
Irad. Okay.
Gonna rush in. Big wild charge for the knockup. Irad will be able to get out of there, though. Very low on the HP. Electrifying blow going down from Banana through the Guardian's barrier provided over there from Ogwin, who has had some really good setups with it. I think his placement have been pretty valid so far in the early phase.
Yeah. I got a little bit scary for Irad, almost going down, but fortunately he has the help of Octa with this Vexana. The position is just way too good for this Vexana. Octa is just providing so much defense for his team while also outputting the damage, right? So you cannot really just dive as AP Bren. And if you're thinking about the composition of AP Bren, they're mainly like, I would say melee based. Thinking about it, like Roti has it, without the ultimate, Roti's range is not that good. And that's why they need to go up close and personal as Flap gets melted down. Few, just a fraction of a second too late with the Faramis ultimate.
Yeah, nice and early pickoff from the side play of the Bush in the mid lane. And now maybe able to seize the opportunity to take this tier 2 turret. Skylar not wasting any time controlling this map for Rrq Hoshi. And so far, they're getting everything that they have came for. AP Bren is now the team that is reacting to Rrq Hoshi.
That's really good from Rrq Hoshi. This is the tempo that we're looking for. And like we said, like these 4 people, they will not leave each other. They will let Banana do the split for them. And both Octa as well as Skylar, they're going to be able to output the damage that they needed because of the two bad dudes in the front line. That's Irad and Brusco. And I don't know if you know this already, but Brusco in Tagalog can also mean something like a big dude in the front line, like a brawn kind of dude. Like when you're Brusco, you're like a jacked kind of dude in the front lines.
Yeah, definitely showcasing it and living up to that name. Has a lot of things going on in the mid lane from both sides of the table. Bodies may drop here in a matter of seconds. You are seeing the Terrify go down. Octa able to find Flapteezy, unable to find his way back to his side of the jungle. 1 member down for the side of AP Bren. 3 seconds until the Lord spawns in.
Oh, man. They're nullifying the Lapu-Lapu by outputting so much damage. Look at Skylar. Good hit on the second skill, and now Flapteezy goes into the fray.
Yeah, he's going to rush in. Hit with the Terrified, though. Irad trying to get away. The wall will drop again from Ogwin. We talked about his placements on these Guardian barriers. Definitely not disappointing today. Brusco, very low, torn apart. Memories. Super Marco will find him, and Noam Fury goes down right before he falls. For the setup on the AP Bren, Irad will find the Lord. That is a big play for the side of Rrq Hoshi to continue their tempo. Super Marco takes down Banana to respond. 2 members falling for the side of Rrq Hoshi, but able to claim this Lord.
All due fairness, Rrq Hoshi's Lord Dance is great. They got the Lord after that. But AP Bren, they're juggling. Their isolation moves are looking very neat. And that's the thing for Rrq Hoshi. The only reason for them to lose some of their members is that if somebody gets isolated. And it's exactly what happened with Brusco as well as Banana. Nevertheless, they still secured the Lord, which is much more important in this case. Like losing your roamer for the Lord is definitely a positive trade for you. And Rrq Hoshi can now take over the map once again.
Yeah, with that Lord marching down on the bot side, they may go in for some additional turrets. I mean, look at the top lane. Skylar, again, will take another tier 2 turret in their favor. Now leading 4 turrets to none against AP Bren, and may claim some more in the mid lane as they are going to siege for that tier 1. It will fall into their hands. 3 major objectives, 2 turrets and a Lord over to their side so far. Even on the kills, though, but down in the economy by 4,000 gold behind AP Bren.
Yeah. Looking really good for the Nathan as well for now. I mean, we haven't been talking about Skylar, but he is actually left in the kitchen for quite a long time now. 7.5k, 1,000 gold ahead of the Brody, and already up with 3 items. And by the way, Crystal and Stardom Sight with the Feather of Heaven, that's gonna hurt. If you see someone just stay in front of Nathan for 1 or 2 seconds, no matter who that is, that guy's gonna die. And the only saving grace here for AP Bren is that they have the Faramis ultimate. Even Kyle, look at him take so much damage.
Ooh, big Minoan Fury as well for the knockup. The response back, though. Bruce go very low. Entropy going out. Trying to get a possible kill. Skylar looking for the opportunity. Electo final blow. Few will take down Banana before he's able to escape. That will be 2 members falling for the side. No, 1 member falling for the side of Rrq Hoshi. They still have the ground control, and they still want to take the fight. Irad will find Super Marco, finds the marksman for AP Bren, and going in for this tier 2 turret. You're looking at Flapteezy not trying to give it up without a fight. It will fall, though. Octa able to claim it for Rrq Hoshi.
Oh, did you see that juggle coming up from AP Bren? Flapteezy activated the Bravest Fighter, hit onto 2 of their members, and looked like it's as if he will commit to the fight. But instead, he went back, and that actually attracted Banana to go in and get isolated again. He was taken out. However, Rrq Hoshi, with the farm that they have and the fact that they're grouping up, at least for the rest of their other members, they still were able to take out Super Marco, which is big, and they took an objective to go with it. So this is Rrq Hoshi not only controlling the tempo, but now having great plans whenever they're trying to go for plays. It's not anymore a mindless play that they're doing or a very reactionary kind of play that they're doing. This is actually a planned assault coming out from Rrq Hoshi.
And now, passing that 11-minute mark, you're looking at Rrq Hoshi having full control of this game so far. Hasn't lost a single turret in this game. And now, looking to take the next objective on the board. The contesto from AP Bren. A little bit of a knockup. Flapteezy very low. Entropy going down. Skylar able to get it, but a wild charge from Ogwood into the backside. We'll get the knockup, but no bodies will fall. Minoan Fury from Brusco. Triple set onto AP Bren. Still fighting it out. Octa will find another. Down goes Kyle Teasy. Super Marco, though, in the fight. Skylar taking down Few. Super Marco and Ogwin by themselves. Few will get back in time. Get the most out of the passive from this Faramis. Now you're looking at Rrq Hoshi, trying to seize the opportunity to crack open the base from AP Bren.
Waiting for more. Skylar just destroys them. Irad gets the last hit, but you can see them. Skylar, though.
Yeah, very low. Can't get around that wall. Gets a kill, though. Irad will find Super Marco. 4 members falling. Looks like they're going in for the finish. Rrq Hoshi looking to turn this game around. Can they do it? The terrified, the knockup. Kyle Teasy sustaining himself through all this damage, trying to buy some time. Few will find Skylar. Gets a double. Takes out Banana. Minions are in play, but he will fall a full wipeout on AP Bren. Rrq Hoshi trying to close it out. Ogwin just needs a few minutes to go through, not able to close the distance. And all